Hello, everyone. My name is Slappy Burger, and welcome to, I believe it's part 7 of my journey through Minecraft. Today, I have something a little interesting planned. I have a lot of stone in my inventory, um, kind of preemptively to do what we're doing here. But, um, yeah, so basically, what I want to do is I've been looking at this hole that's here by our house, and I noticed that it's very symmetrical. I did a little bit of landscaping before I started this video to make it perfectly symmetrical. But yeah, this hole was pretty much it's pretty much just a circle, um, a naturally generated circle. So it's almost like a crater. Um, but what I want to do is I want to turn this into a sort of base, like an underground base network thing, and this is going to be the entrance to it. Um, I have an idea where I'm going to deck this thing out, and then I'm going to put some like glass, kind of a little glass dome over it. It's going to be pretty cool. We're not going to finish the whole base this episode, at least probably not. But because it is going to be a bit bigger and it's all underground, so we're going to be mining a lot of stuff out. But I had that idea there. Um, and the time I've been off, I've been grinding quite a bit, mostly just cutting down these trees and hunting hostile mobs. Which off camera, I did actually experience my first death in the game. Happened right over there near the spawner or the grinder. Um,
Oh,
and I did get all my stuff back, so it wasn't like a major setback or anything. But um, last episode, I believe it was last episode, I mentioned wanting to start a mushroom farm. Now, I think I need to go back and check footage. However, I'm fairly certain I did not plant this many mushrooms over here. I'm pretty sure that our nether portal room thing is starting to actually sort of act as a mushroom farm. I'm gonna go back and check the footage afterwards, but I'm fairly certain that all of this is kind of just growing and spreading. So that's really cool. I'm not sure what the specifications to get mushrooms to spread are, but the fact that it's happening is cool. So, um, but yeah, what I want to do today is I want to go ahead and make this sort of place into a pretty cool base. Um, I do need to get some more resources, but kind of just talking about what my plan is here is I'm gonna fill in this section of the cave here, um, and then I'm thinking the actual like entrance, the way to get down here is going to go right here, and it's going to be a staircase that just leads up to the surface. Um, in terms of where all this stuff leads, I have no idea yet. I'm going to make another storage room. We got to make another storage room for sure. We're definitely going to run out of space in our storage room very quick. We're cobblestone and stone chest is already pretty much full. But I'm kind of thinking that maybe we'll dig it out this way, maybe weave it a little bit, and then build up into the mountain. And then this is the way into it. And then just putting all sorts of cool stuff in here. Maybe an indoor farm. Maybe we'll still make that mushroom farm, but we'll put it in the house. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and sleep, and then I'm gonna start working on this guy. So I've went ahead and I got all the resources that I did have to build this thing. And to start out, like I said, I'm gonna fill in this guy, and then I'm gonna make like a staircase right here that leads down into it. So this is 6 wide. I think I'll make the staircase like 4 wide, or maybe I'm not sure. But I think to start out, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill in this little area of the cave right here. We're not gonna fill in the whole cave, but just this section here. And then I think I'm gonna make a rim around this thing. So these blocks here are all gonna be made out of like stone slabs. And then we'll build the dome, and then we'll figure out what's going on down in there. Okay, so I filled in the old cave there. I went ahead and built a staircase out. Um, so now we're going to have to fill in the rest of this stuff with dirt. And then we'll go ahead and replace the rim on this guy. And then we'll really get building on this. All right. That finishes up the top layer of the smooth stone. I was looking at it, and what I'm thinking is I want the like the smooth stone trim up here, I want it to be mirrored down here. So what we'll do is we're going to replace all of these blocks with the smooth stone as well. Okay, I'm really liking the look of this. Before we put the dome on, I think I want to build the staircase out. So what I'm thinking for the staircase is maybe like sort of, honestly, I think this whole wall should get knocked out and we go up from there. So we'll expand it from this 6 wide thing. And then the walls will actually be these. Oh, it's a little difficult to place the slabs, I guess. I like that. So this one will be like this, and then we'll have a 4 wide staircase coming down. Sort of like this. This will be our way in and out for now. So yeah, we'll put cobble staircases for this, and then we'll put some maybe like wooden half slabs up so that we can go up and over without having to jump instead of the full staircase. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in the glass dome. Now the dome itself isn't gonna be like a, like a true dome. It's not gonna be like a perfect hemisphere because I suck at building circles. I know that there's like, I don't know what you would call it, like websites that'll tell you how to build the grids for the circles and stuff like that, but quite frankly, this is just going to be like a little raised glass dome above the I guess the main entrance. Now that we have the first ring completed, I think the second ring is just going to be a flat kind of surface. So it's just going to be like this level the whole way across. So it's still like a dome, but it's not like a perfect hemisphere or anything. It's just a flat dome over the top. It could be just me being nostalgic, but I almost sort of like the old glass texture more than the new glass texture. I feel it just, I don't know. Like, obviously, the modern glass texture, you can see through it completely, and that's nice, but there's honestly kind of something... There's something about it. The charm has just it just has a charm to it that the modern glass just doesn't have. It just doesn't have that charm. Now that I'm down here looking at this will give me a better idea of what to build in here. I'm thinking maybe for these blocks, we just build like some pillars all the way up out of the stone slabs. I'm also looking down here. Once we get these wooden slabs installed all the way around, I kind of want to put a glass pit down here and then see if we can't fill this up with, like, honestly, lava. I don't know if that's risky because I do want to build some of this stuff out of wood, but I think a lava floor with some glass over it might be really cool. It's going to take a long time to fill it up, but I think that might be worth it. I think I'm going to try that. All right, so I have my wooden slabs. Now, a little fun fact about wooden slabs in this version. If you listen closely, it sounds like stones being placed down. We use a pickaxe, that's how we mine it. So, for whatever reason, the wooden slabs in this version behave like stone slabs, which I think is really interesting. Something to mention about those is that if you bring these slabs with you up to future versions of the game, they actually become a different block entirely called the petrified oak slab. And the only way to get them is by playing these really early versions of the game. I believe they were changed in like full release 1.3 or something like that. So if you can go back to then, you can make some of these and bring them up with you. And they'll stick around. I'm thinking for this structure too, I think I want the trim to be more oak wood than spruce like the other one. So we're going to do more of an oak and oak wood sort of build here. The question is I think I want these blocks to be like wooden pillars. Sort of like this. And then these blocks will be planks. It's honestly kind of nice that wood orientation isn't in this version because the amount of sideways slabs or logs that I'd be placing in here would kind of get on my nerves. I would have to jump up and make sure that it, jump and place it like this instead of just being able to place it normally. Okay. So we've run into a problem now where the blocks up here are like a different type of block. So what I think... I'm trying to think of how to make these look better because if we break these actually go down into the room down there. I'd rather not be able to see these pieces of wood specifically from the surface. So maybe we'll kind of make a bigger circle, a bigger ring of these. Trying to think of the best way to make this look good. I guess I'll come back when I have an answer. Okay, so I'm thinking something like this, maybe, and then I think I'm trying to decide if I want to, bring the glass out one more and then raise it up one more here and then keeping it at this level, or if I would rather just build these in like this. Honestly, kind of thinking like that would be pretty good. Ooh, and then what if instead of raising it by 2, do it by 1 on the edge the whole way around? There we go. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll break all these, and then we'll just do it by 1 like this the whole way around. So these guys stay 2. Like this. Okay, from the top, this looks pretty good. We go down here. It doesn't look too bad. It still looks good. So yeah, I'm thinking something like that. And of course, I went ahead and completed the corners for this guy as well. So now I'm going to start looking at the logistics of getting this guy filled up with lava. This is proving to take a lot more slabs than I thought. And yeah, we're going to need a lot more stone slabs for this. This is a little excessive. I'm going to lower this area by 2. So it's going to go down another. The lava will go there. And then the glass will go on top of it. All right. So I went ahead and um, dug this guy out 2 blocks deep. Obviously, one for the lava, and then the next level right here is going to have glass covering it. And then this is going to be our original rim where the wood, the wooden slabs would go. It's proving to take a lot more stone slabs than I thought it would. So I'm going to go ahead and get more of those and then fill this guy in entirely. Then we'll start worrying about getting the lava up here. Gosh, I've said it before, but these slabs are like really annoying. If you're too close to them, they won't double stack. So like if I'm like this on top of one. Okay, so now it's going to do it. Okay, gotcha. But look, like right here, I am spamming the right mouse button, and that is not placing. I want to test is to just make sure that these slabs don't catch on fire, because I'm pretty sure lava will definitely set these on fire. And if it spreads, then that is a big problem, because I don't want to start just a massive... I don't want to start like a massive fire and then burn down everything right after I just built it. I'm not sure if it will because it's made of stone. You know what? There's no point in worrying about it. We're just going to get in there and we're just going to see what happens. Like this. The good news is we have quite a few buckets already kind of made down here because I've been finding them through dungeons. So we have plenty of buckets. We have 5 buckets to work with here. So we're going to go ahead and do the grueling process of walking back and forth from our mine and just getting a lot of lava. I'm not sure exactly how much lava we're going to need, but I'm thinking about it. I want to make sure that the floor is completely, like, it has an even spread. I don't want to worry about any weird spots that look bad because it's flowing lava instead of solid lava. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just get this lava and then continue building this guy. You know, I will say it's really nice having all this lava just kind of right next to the entrance to the mine, because it's times like these that I really wish sprinting was in this version, but it kind of forces you to move slower. So it's kind of nice that you can't sprint. Okay. So that there is the outer ring at least done. So this is going to take a very, very long time. Thinking it might be best just to sort of do this around the areas we've completed. It should speed up a bit now that the ring is technically smaller now. But yeah, this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. But that's all right. This is gonna be the most fire, no pun intended, base I've ever made in Minecraft, so it'll be worth it. You know, walking up and down these stairs repeatedly has kind of shown me that stairs in this version are really just kind of buggy. I don't know, just the way you walk up them, it's like you can kind of see it. It's kind of clunky. I never really noticed that until I've had to walk up and down those stairs about 12 times. The more I do this too, the more I realize just kind of how crazy the main Minecraft character is. Like, he just holds buckets of lava like it's not even a problem. But he also can't like stand in lava. I mean, look at this. Like the bucket's got like lava dripping down the side of it. There's no insulation in this bucket. It's just a steel iron bucket of lava. And he can just hold that in his hand and he's fine. But if I actually jump into this, then it's a problem. Okay. So that's the last of the lava placed. We have more than enough glass to go ahead and fill this in. That took way longer than it should have. That took like 30 minutes to do. Just this right here. Um, but yeah, I think this is really cool. One thing I was noticing now, ever since I was coming over here, is I don't really like how it's just flat like this. But I don't know if I want to change it. Because I like how it looks down here. I like that it's, connected to those blocks. But I don't know if I like the way it looks from out here. Maybe it'll grow on me, maybe it won't. But it looks a little weird. Maybe I should raise these up and then raise this one up one more. But we'll kind of see. Another nice thing about this lava down here is that this is basically just the light source for this place. I might still need to put some torches up, but it does a pretty good job of lighting it up as is. If we are going to add more torches, it's going to be just like here and here sort of thing. Yeah, I'm really liking how this is shaping up. So I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a tunnel out from here. It's going to connect to something. I almost forgot to put these wood slabs back in. There we go. Now it looks really good. So yeah, probably going to have to light this up a bit more, but I think the lava floor is a nice touch. So I'm really liking this so far. I think now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of figure out where these guys are going to go. This wall, honestly, I'm thinking maybe the best thing to do would be just to kind of just leave that a wall. Maybe we can come back to it, but I'm kind of looking at it. I don't know if I want it to go that way. But this wall, I have plans for it, and then this one, we're going to weave it up into the mountain. But I think I want to start with this one. So what we'll do is we're going to put more of the half slabs here, like the stone slab pillars. And then we'll kind of make a staircase that goes down just a little bit. And then we'll build a big tunnel through here. And then I think we'll put... not sure what. Let's just build the tunnel and then we'll kind of figure out what we want from there. So for the staircase, I was thinking maybe something like this, where it would just go down 4. And then obviously these walls and the ceilings and all that will replace with some other blocks. But I want this to go to 4 down, and then I want this to kind of be just a long straight hallway. And what I'm thinking this hallway will have is actually like the bedroom. Maybe we'll build a library in here. Just some, generic housing kind of stuff. Just in this room. Maybe a furnace room for like a kitchen or something. But yeah, I'm thinking that's what this is going to be. And then this way, we'll dig it up into the mountain, and then we'll have all sorts of weird stuff that we can add on to as we kind of work on the base floor. But I think for now, we're just going to do this, and then maybe we'll continue mining into the next one. We'll see. We'll see. So I have the general staircase done. I'm really liking to look at this. I want to keep the wood, stone slab, and, just oak log sort of thing going here. Once we're down there, though, I think rude. I think once we're down there, though, the floor is just going to be like wooden planks. I'm going to generally keep this pattern going. I think I might do a bit of a different pattern for the doors, but I also want to put glowstone maybe in the ceiling just for a different light source. Um, but yeah, what I'm thinking is we're just gonna mine this out pretty far, and then we'll kind of carve out um the rooms, and then we'll see how big we need to make if we need to make any adjustments to like the length of the hallway and stuff like that from there, and then we can kind of cap it off. But I'm liking the look of this so far. Um, I don't know if I like this all that much, but I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll figure that out. So I said I would make this hallway pretty long, and I think I would have more rooms, but I'm kind of thinking about it. I think this right here would work well enough. So what I'm thinking is right here, I'll have like a general just like library just for kind of decoration, just to have it sort of room. Right here, I'm gonna do a probably the storage room. Just so it's easy to access, it's close to the entrance, don't have to walk super far. But we're gonna make this pretty big. We're gonna make this a pretty big room. And then this will be the bedroom. I don't think these rooms will be symmetrical at all. Like they're not gonna match the same like dimensions inside the rooms, but they're all gonna have, the hallway will be symmetrical. Um, the storage room we're gonna have to work with a little bit probably because the chests are gonna bug me to the end of time if I can't get them to evenly spread out the way I want them to. But I think we'll go ahead and decorate this hallway, and then we'll kind of build stuff. I'm thinking the way I want this to look is we'll have wooden like log archways over each of the doors, and there'll be three blocks tall, 2 blocks wide, and then we'll kind of fill in the pattern from there. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this then. All right, I'm really liking the look of this now. I'm gonna put glowstone into these spots, and then once I get that glowstone in, we'll start with mm, probably the library. Actually, what if instead of a library here, we build like a small furnace room and like a crafting room? Because we'll have all the essentials right here. So we'll have the storage room, a furnace crafting room, and then a bedroom at the end there. I think that would make the most sense. So I'll go ahead and grab that glowstone, and then we'll start working on this stuff. For the crafting room, I'm not really sure how big I want it to be. I kind of want to have a lot of furnaces in here, even if we're not going to use them. And I'd like to leave space, add other crafting stations and stuff later. So I guess we'll kind of see how big this will get. Maybe just an 8x8 room would be best. It won't be too big. The storage room is definitely going to be the biggest, but we'll make this one maybe a bit smaller. All right, so I mined the room out. What I'm kind of thinking is I'm going to fill this entire floor here up just with crafting tables. And then this entire back wall is just going to be furnaces. Um, are we ever going to have need for that many furnaces? Absolutely not. But I want to have all of them anyway. I mean, half of them probably just like the first like 8 here are even going to have coal in them in the first place, but I want to have just a whole wall of furnaces here. And then I'm not really sure how I want to do the walls. I want to have something going on with the walls for sure. So let's go ahead and get those crafting table and furnaces in, and then I'll figure out a pattern for those walls. So this is kind of the general thing we have going here. So for future versions, as I said, like who knows how many times at this point, I'm going to be updating, and as time goes on, we're going to get more crafting stuff that we can use. And I want to kind of leave some space here for those crafting tables and such when we get them. But for now, I'm liking how this is looking. The Great Wall of Furnaces. We could add more, but I'm not. But I think for the floor, I almost want to do just these blocks because I want this room to look a little bit more, I guess, workshop-y. So maybe we'll make the floor out of those and then maybe just the walls out of like a cobble and mossy cobblestone sort of blend with a couple wooden pillars here or there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just make the entire floor smooth slabs, and then I'll kind of come up something for the walls here. Okay, I'm liking this, but we do have a bit of a dark area here. I'm trying to think what would be the best way to light that up. We could use more glowstone, but put it in the ceiling like this. I don't know. I mean, we could just make like a massive glowstone like lamp here in the ceiling. Like this. See how that looks. I don't know if I'll like that, but it might be the only option. Definitely lights up the area quite a bit, but I think we're going to have to keep the torches up anyway. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think that's okay. And for the roof, we'll kind of do something like this. Just so that the logs kind of continue in. And I think the rest of the roof, actually, we'll extend it as well. Then to kind of make it look like there's stuff coming out, like there's an actual wall behind it, we'll do that. And then the rest of this stuff will just fill in with cobblestone. I think that'll look pretty good. So for the bedroom, I'm honestly thinking that we're going to use the same dimensions as the furnace room. And then the storage room, I don't even know. We're gonna figure that one out. But yeah, I think for this room, we're just gonna do another 8x8 room. And then we'll kind of fill it up as we need with whatever stuff. I'm not really sure what I want to decorate it with, but I think I might have a general idea. We'll see, we'll see. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dig this out, and then we'll figure out the best way to decorate it. So we have it dug out. I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should knock it out 2 extra blocks each direction because I kind of want to put like a big carpet in the middle, like of a creeper face. So I think we'll do that. So I'm going to knock it out 2 more blocks each direction, and then we'll start figuring out how to decorate it. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we're just going to, it's not going to be like a super like crazy creeper. Like it's not going to be super like highly detailed or anything, but just like that. And then that'll be the center of the room. Will just be a creeper thing. Because the reason I wanted to do that is because for whatever reason, when I was younger, I would always have a creeper face made out of wool in my house. And sometimes I would replace these blocks with like red for the eyes, but yeah, this is going to be the carpet in the room. And then we'll figure out a way to light this up. I think I want the outer floor just to be wood. But in terms of the walls and stuff, we're going to have to get there again. We're going to have to figure that out. So we'll go ahead and get these floors put down, and then we'll see what to do from there. We're probably going to have to light this place up with glowstone again, because there's going to be like a big dark area in the middle of the room if we don't. But I don't know. I like the creeper face. I think we're going to put the beds at the end of the room here where we're mining right now, and then oh no, we'll figure this out. What if on the ceiling, by sort of like following the face of the creeper, we made like a glowstone like creeper face in the ceiling? So we'll fill all that in with glowstone, and then not really sure what, like I said, I'm not really sure what we'll do for the walls, but I think we'll put a glowstone creeper in the ceiling, and then that'll keep this area lit up. That looks funny, but that'll be pretty cool. Maybe, not sure what blocks we would use to, maybe just cobblestone around it? Wow, that looks terrible, but I love it so much. Oh, wow. Yeah, we just have like a mirrored creeper face on the ceiling. That looks so bad, but I'm in love with it. I am in love with it. How are we going to do these walls? Maybe over here. No, I said we would do a library. What if over here we just had some bookshelves placed in the wall? So right there we'll have bookshelves. Then the beds will go right here. We're only going to have a double bed here. And then we'll put some sort of chest or something on the wall there. Over here, we're going to do the classic... not over here. We'll do it over here. We'll do the classic painting, hiding something behind the wall. I think we'll do it there. If it looks weird with the way everything lines up, then maybe not. But I think we'll do that there. I think right here, we'll do some wooden pillars. So let me get wood so I don't forget the pillars. But I think that'll be the general layout, at least over there. Now, a really nice thing about like books and bookcases in this version is that you don't actually need the leather to craft the bookshelves or the books. So pretty sure it's this. Maybe it's this way. There we go. So yeah, we can just take like a bunch of paper, right? And then all we have to do is that. And then we can just make a whole bunch of books. So that's really, really convenient. So the more I look at this room, the more I kind of want it to be like, you know, something I would build as a kid. So I think for this wall, I'm gonna like just knock this out and then put like jack-o'-lanterns in here. It will serve no purpose other than looking ugly, but it'll make me nostalgic, so I'm gonna like it. I don't want to see if I can do like, I don't know. I feel like this wall I'm just gonna make wood, and then we'll have like a small painting over the bed because that was something I used. I don't know. I don't even want to say it's like something I used to always do, but I think that would just generally look good, at least here. Like I said, I think right here we're gonna do the classic secret, you know, very clearly secret like painting on the wall, like very clearly not something else. But these walls, I think we're just gonna make wood over here, and then maybe for that last wall in the corner there, I'll put like glass and then have like a waterfall behind it. I think that might look pretty cool. So I know I'm gonna like bug probably a bunch of people with this, but this wall right here is the pattern's technically asymmetrical. This wall has 4 blocks here that are going to be all wood, whereas all of these guys only have 3 on each side that would be wood. So, you know, yeah, take that as you will. Do with that information what you want. Complain or don't. I personally, it doesn't bother me, but I know it'll probably bother someone else. Ah, that's the one I was looking for. There we go. Very clearly nothing back here. Okay, so the room is starting to shape up quite a bit. I still need to fix the roof up a little bit. And I think this room will be done once we get the roof in and then work on a little something back there. I don't know. I mean, I know what I want to put back there. It's going to be where all the like first tools and stuff are. But come on, man. This might be a single player world, but it wouldn't be complete without the secret room. The very obviously hidden secret room. All right, I think the bedroom is mostly done. There is some final touch-ups I want to add, mostly over here, but for the most part, yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, the wall of pumpkins is definitely jarring, and like the cobblestone creeper floor, but I don't know. I kind of this kind of feels like something I would build back when I was like 9 playing Minecraft 1.2. But yeah, this is fun. I'm really enjoying this build a lot. We only have one more room to work on, and that's going to be the storage room. Now, the storage room, I'm not really sure how I want to build it. So, obviously, I'm going to drop some stuff off and organize my inventory, and I'll kind of think on it, and then I'll come back and start working on it. You know, I kept saying it, but yeah, these mushrooms are definitely spreading. Like, this is kind of crazy. I'm kind of tempted just to let them sort of do whatever, but I guess I'll have to come in here and harvest these often because this is spreading a lot faster than I thought it would. So I'm thinking maybe for the storage room, instead of it being as wide, we're only going to make it like 6 wide, but it'll be really deep. And then we'll kind of just have chests lining the walls the whole way down. I think that'll be kind of the play. And then we'll figure out the rest of that stuff from there. So it'll be this wide and then really deep. Then we'll probably have a lot of glowstone placed in here too. But I don't think that this room is going to be too spectacular. It's not it's not nearly going to be as decorated as the bedroom for sure. All right, so now that this dug out, what I'm kind of thinking is I'm going to put like a chest here, and then like a wooden pillar, and then kind of repeat all the way around. The wall is going to be a wall, but like, or this back wall is just going to be a wall, but we're going to have just lines of chests lining this wall. And if we need to, the nice thing about this is that we can just extend it that way. If we need more space, we can just extend it that way. But I'm going to go ahead and make a bunch of chests, and then we'll see kind of how it looks. Right, night's falling on us. I think it's time that we spend the first night in what will be, I think, our long-term base. Like, this is going to be the base for our world. We're not going to make any other big bases that are meant for living, at least, for a long time. Ah, what a good sleep. And it didn't wake us up in the middle of the night, so I know that the game thinks it's safe. So yeah, what I'm kind of thinking is like this. And then for now, I'm going to remove these top ones just so I can see if I need to expand the wall anymore. Right now, we don't need to. It's not like it's ending on a weird block because it'll just end on the pillar. But this is kind of what I'm thinking here. So for now, it's not going to be it's probably not going to have as many chests as the house. And I'm probably not going to organize it just yet. I'm probably going to expand it even more off camera. But this is what I'm kind of thinking. And then behind these chests, we'll have just cobblestone. So this is what I'm thinking kind of for the walls. And then, like I said, we'll have the chests kind of going all the way around here. I mean, honestly, we probably could put a chest here if we wanted to. But for sake of extending it, I'm going to avoid it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get these chests getting in here. And then I guess we'll figure out something for the ceiling and floor as well. Probably nothing too crazy because it is just a storage room. Honestly, I might just do a wooden floor and then a cobblestone ceiling with the logs kind of extending across like that. The storage room is basically complete. I think now I'm just going to do a general like kind of tour of what we have going on here, what we made today, and then I think I'm going to wrap this video up here. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this whole base, honestly. This is really, really cool. So yeah, I'll go ahead and sleep, and then I'm going to give a general tour of the base. All right, so I did a little bit of cleaning up out here. I went ahead and finished up the staircase. It was just still like the normal blocks or whatever, but I went ahead and finished this guy up. I'm still on the fence about the dome. I don't know if it would look better like this, or if it would look better if I brought this glass up one and then this layer up another one. But yeah, this is the outside of it. We come down here. We have the main, I guess, sort of entryway here. This way is going to go somewhere eventually, so I'm not going to take the time to decorate it just yet. This wall I'm going to decorate somehow. Not sure how yet, but we will. Probably just following a similar pattern to these guys, but we'll decorate him eventually. You know, I don't really know why I'm doing a tour, because you basically saw me build the thing, but I wanted to anyway. We have the main hallway here for our 3 essential rooms. So we have the glowstone decoration here. The chest room, which I'm going to organize eventually. I'm probably going to knock this wall down and extend it further out off camera. But, yep, this is the main storage area, and it's going to get a lot bigger over time. We have the crafting room, of course. Crafting room has 32 furnaces and 16 crafting tables, but I gave it a little extra space along these walls here because we are going to have other crafting related items in the far future, but in the future we will have other crafting items that we can use, and they're going to go along these walls because you really only need one for a lot of them, except for maybe the brewing stand, so you could have more. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty big crafting room. Then, of course, we have my favorite thing that I've built in this entire series so far. I thought the Nether portal was cool, but I like this a lot more. Just because it reminds me of how I was when I was like 9 playing Minecraft. But yeah, we have our bookshelf corner. I'm still gonna build like an actual library, but we just have the bookshelf corner in the room. We have our pointless waterfall that doesn't serve any purpose, but it's there and it looks cool. We have the ugly wall of jack-o'-lanterns because I wanted it. Don't really know why, I just did. I'm planning on putting something in these corners just for added decoration because they're a little, everything has a thing, but these corners don't. So we're gonna add something to those. Here we have this painting took me like 5 minutes to get. In the video, it's just like me placing like 3 or 4 and then it pops up, but it took me a very long time to get this painting to pop up, and I don't know why. But this is this is exactly the one I was looking for because it was this size. And of course, we come in here. We have the secret room. I'm probably just gonna put the first tools in here once I do get around to it, but yeah, nothing in here right yet. I'm probably gonna replace some of these with mossy stone just so it looks a little better, but I made it all out of cobblestone, so it's like, ooh, it's like not, it's like uncompleted, you know, it's not really supposed to be here sort of thing. And of course we have our beds. This painting actually didn't take too long to get. Unlike that one was a pain. But yeah, this is the base as of now. Sometime in the future, like I said, we're gonna knock this wall down and sort of extend it into the mountain. This wall, I'm wondering if I'll just, like, you know, make it out of wood, and then we could put something in there. Maybe we could put like an aquarium or something in there, like in the future. But something will go in here, and I'm not sure what quite yet. I kind of want to decorate it a little more, like, more than just the walls, but if I can't figure anything out, it might just be a wall. But yeah, this is the base. The lava floor took a really long time. Took like, I said it took like 30 minutes to do. It actually took like 45. The video's recordings were like 4 hours combined, and after I cut out most of the lava stuff, that shaved off like 44 minutes from the recording. So, yeah, this took a really long time to do. But yeah, this is the base so far, and I'm really liking it. It's gonna get a lot bigger over time, but for now, this is what we got. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up this video here. My name is Slappy Burger. This is definitely gonna be a longer video, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. And I hope everybody has a blessed evening.